Okay, good morning. It's time for Notes with Nina. And remember, you're all a magical unicorn. All right. Let's see. A couple notes right off the bat. The tempo on loud is gonna go down. The tempo for Bruce will go down. Not a lot on either of those, but I will make it happen hopefully by tonight. The monitors that were on the very edges of the stage, on the blonde part of the stage, on the edge, like by the blocks and stuff, those are now going to be right in front of you, okay? That should help with hearing. I have requested the other monitors in the wings be moved. They can't move them just due to all the other scene changes, okay? So we're going to do a special sound check tonight to make sure that there actually is, enough sound coming out of them. But monitors are going to be downstage center now, the big ones. I did go on stage yesterday to see what you could and couldn't hear. My findings are, yes, it was tricky to hear, but not impossible. I had to turn my ears on and give a little bit of focus to actively listening to what was in these speakers, okay? So I encourage you to do the same. We'll make the adjustments to the speakers, but you have to make the adjustment to, really keeping an ear out for this stuff, okay? Girls in Miracle, Tommy and Nigel got to sing their little solo in the beginning. I didn't see any other mouths moving during it. Thank you so much. Zeb, I just wrote so close, LOL. I'm pretty sure this was in reference to your entrance on Take Another. You were so close. We'll work on it, see if you have any questions. Otherwise, another chance tonight. Naughty, Audra and Sutton, I would love to go over that song with you with your blocking, and I'll give you some tips for remembering different words at different times. So we'll do that before we start to say. Kids, big kids in school song. When you're doing this high knee run move, I'm missing the lyrics. You listen here. The whole song is pretty strong, but then we get to you listen here. Da, da, ba, 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 ba. So just big breath before then, or make sure that you guys are staggering your breath so we're not all running out of air at the same time. That's again near the end of school song with the high knee run. The you listen here, that part is markedly and noticeably less powerful than the whole rest of the song. Jovi, you're getting the open mouth award tonight. Thank you so much for always having your mouth open. And Lou is getting the face award, okay? Lou always looks like somebody just handed her a lottery win and a bucket of ice cream, okay? In the happy part. She's got a happy face. Yay! That's what we're looking for. Choky chant. Allow yourself a little more time to be creepy, okay? So it started off, you guys are adjusting to the slow tempo there really well. But we started to stop actively listening about halfway through, and then it got a little bit quick, right? So just make sure two things. One, that you are dedicating ear space to the music. And two, that you are being extra creepy. And that will give your body kind of a chance to slow it down. Bethany, how did thou go backstage? Text me. I have some thoughts on this from the audience perspective. Kamaya, your pitch issue on this little girl was fixed. On the outside, it was beautiful. I will try the same technique in my house, for this is ma. It's not my, ma. And then you can go to the Y at the very, very end. That one is on the verge. I don't think that it's flat, but I do think that it's a little bit tight. So try ma instead of my. Kamaya and Donovan, do you want me to experiment with taking the song down a step? I can. I don't care what the answer is. I just need to know today. So if you see this note and you want me to take it down, shoot me a text. Bethany, I messed up the play button at the beginning of Bruce when you're sniffing the air and stuff, which is why it was weird when we got into eat. He can't. That was my fault. BROOCE. I saw many people and heard many people trying to execute that sforzando, but if we don't all do it, it's not going to work. B-R-O-O-C-E. Okay, I will try and put that into the warm-ups today. Unicorn. Josh, you did not point in telly. If you see me before we start today, I will, I'll go over with you in the hallway. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly. So kind of prep yourself before. Okay, that's just something that you and I and Jay talked about yesterday. More people need to be on the harmony in that ending of Bruce. If you did get the note from yesterday and you all went back to that harmony, it still was not enough. So if you are singing the melody and can switch to the harmony, I would love for you to do that, and I will try and work that into our warm-ups as well. Maybe Bruce needs to be the warm-up today. When I grow up, I don't know what words were being sung. Most of the time, they were not the right ones, and there was a lot of weird silence, okay? So that's on you guys, kids, on stage to go over when I grow up. That was a little bit of a hot mess last night, and by a little bit of a hot mess, I mean a lot bit of a hot mess. Maddie G. Text me. I have some musical questions for you. Audra and Sutton, we have to go over Acrobat Story 4 before we start today. Bethany, I know we talked about that drum thing starting at 3 seconds in. My thumb, like, it messed it all up. It was like it had one job, and it was like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm thinking of actually figuring out what the seconds are for just going right on the discipline, and you just do the count on your own. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it will come in there. That might buy me a little bit of time to get the timestamp right. Matilda and Honey. Okay, so when you say, but that's not right, in Smell of Rebellion, can you make that quieter? Just like think it to yourself or whatever, because the kids have worked really hard on this other like 8th note sequence that goes underneath you, but because your mics are on and nobody else's are, I don't hear them. That's the I can't no more but Miss Baba whatever part. I'm not saying it in order. But if Miss Honey and Matilda could just like whisper it to each other, but that's not right, that would give that other part a chance to really come out. At the end, when we're singing discipline, discipline, no more whimpering, da da ba ba, whatever the words are there, the vibe does not match like the words, right? We're supposed to be discipline. Like I'm not talking about your like maybe if your voices are matching like the kick line, right? Your body's doing a kick line, but your voices needs to be a little bit more crisp. Discipline, discipline, no more whispering. Children need discipline. Cut out their whimpering. If the she'll sniff you out. And right now it's like discipline, discipline, and no more whispering. Okay, it's not fun. Discipline, discipline, no more whispering. Children need discipline. Cut out their whimpering. So body is kick line, voices are crisp, clean, discipline. Okay, I want to see that changed tonight. That's a very easy fix that will make a big difference in the presentation. Audra, quiet, Slade. No notes. No notes, no crumbs. Good job. Kamaya and Audra, before my house, y'all need to review that scene because there is a lot of dialogue that comes within the music there that was not there. That's just something that I had noticed. So Sutton, you're going on tonight, right? Make sure that you review the dialogue before my house. Kaden, your woe entrance at Bruce was 20 out of 10. Incredible. So then I want you to keep that up the whole time, okay? But that entrance on the woe was exactly what I needed to be. You were correct when you said she could take her hammer and SHUV, but you said it correctly, and then you're like, your body language was like, oh, that couldn't have been right, and then you like stopped, and it totally took me out of it. So it was right. Carry on with it, okay? Caden. Sorry, Bruce happens a lot in this song. You are coming in early on Never Again Will We Be Ignored. She says, take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword. 2, 3, 4. Never again will we be ignored. You have to wait a little bit longer there. We need a better cue for getting into, and we won't forget the day we fought for the right. We need a better cue. I can't even tell you to watch me because I don't even know where it's supposed to happen. That'll be a personal thing that I work on today. I'll fix it for tonight for you guys, and I'll let somebody know before we start what the plan is going to be. Okay, we need more confidence and crispness in these parts, and I believe this would be like Hortensia, Lavender, Alice, Tommy. That's just some of the characters that sing this, but we can SPL how we like. If enough of us are wrong, wrong is right. When Hortensia comes in after that, she's really confident. But before then, because we're doing a lot of dancing and, we're breathing, it's kind of like, we can SPL how we like it when I was wrong, wrong is right. So I want that to be, we can SPL. Whoever is singing it has to be singing it in the right time together. And right now, we're just like, it's a little wobbly, okay? Tighten that up for today. Caden, you're so good at getting songs, rhymes, but there's a huge space where revolting times is, okay? So think whatever your blocking is, connect where you are standing on stage and what you're doing with when you're supposed to be singing, saying, shouting, revolting times, okay? Because that's a huge blank space. Rosa, you were a little early on this little girl. There's 2 chords. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. This. So it's the second one. Like the end of the second. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. This. And it's pretty slow there. So you can wait a little longer. Blessing, I'm circling back to the beginning here. In Miracle, when we're doing the key change, miracle, miracle, miracle. The first one that you do is wrong. You're like, miracle, and then you go up, but it's like, I don't know if it's too high or too low, but it's not right. But then the second one is. So just watch your half steps there. Audra, at the end of When I Grow Up, you have to wait. But that's not right. You waited a little bit, but it wasn't long enough, so it was still weird. Revolting Children and Bruce, I got this note from Jay to share with you, that the singing towards the middle just kind of stops. So you need to make sure that just usually means, well, first of all, it means that you're tired, which is totally understandable. Completely understandable. But you need to then think about when you could take a bigger breath from the diaphragm and when you can push out some more. Almost 100% of the time, we have more room to breathe and more to squeeze out. And we're just not utilizing all of that, okay? So try and utilize all of it. If you want, you can commiserate with each other and figure out, okay, well, I'm about to run out of breath here, so make sure that so-and-so is really strong at this point. So you can help each other, because I definitely get it. It's really hard to do these dances and sing at the same time. So, I don't know, try something tonight and see. Even if you have to, just sing really lightly, but, don't stop singing. Don't stop singing. And always remember that you probably have more breath intake that you have not utilized and more breath outtake that you're not going all the way. Okay. These are all for me. So in general, music was pretty good tonight. If you have any questions, please text me. There are a few people that I need to see. Sophia, I need to see you tonight before we start. I need to add you to something. I would like to see Brianna. I need to check, make sure that you're singing a harmony somewhere, because you are a very strong harmony singer. And if you guys can implement these notes tonight, or if you see me before to maybe talk out a note or, ask me a question, I got these little buddies. They're little suction poplings. in their little own UFO, and you too can have a little poppling friend of your very own if I catch you practicing real hard or implementing a note tonight. See you soon.